Morning, everybody. It's 8:33 on this sunny Wednesday morning. A little chilly here, um, but this is your pre-opening comment. It is video number 2015. Okay, not a lot of economic news today. The only thing that I actually saw that happens before the open is the current account balance, which is, not a terribly important number. It's going to be a big negative, probably around 200 billion. And so what? Mortgage apps were down 1.5% for the week, with the refinance apps down 2% and new purchase apps down 1%. So, not a lot of information available now. At 10 o'clock, we have November existing home sales, expected to be about 3.8 versus last month's 3.9 million, sorry. And also December consumer confidence expected to be 104, up from 102. 10:30, we have the EIA crude inventory levels, looking for a draw of about 4.26 million barrels. Okay, horrendous numbers from FedEx, a missed top and bottom line, no good guidance, and also margins down. The stock had closed at 280 yesterday. It got down as low as about 255 last night. It continued overnight and this morning all the way down to 239. So 280 to 239. Last is 249, down about 30 or 11%. General Mills also a miss. 66.71 closed yesterday. This morning the low is 63 and a half, 64.12, down $3 for that one. Argx with a failed trial. The stock closed 452 yesterday, as low this morning below 300, 296. Last is 343. That's down 109 and a half, and that's a 24% drop. Also, IVMX, that is Immunoviant. I haven't seen what the news is there, but the stock closed at 41.51. This morning has been down as low as 33.69, but it's climbing back 37.70. That's down 381, or right around 10%. The stock futures are lower for the first time in who can even remember. The Dow's implied open when I came down was 65. It's now down about 50. NASDAQ down about 40, and the S&P down about 9. So a change, big change. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Um, Southwest Airlines pilot union reaching a deal after just a scant 3 years of negotiation. As you can imagine, the stock is doing nothing. 29 and a quarter, down 9 cents. Guardian Health FDA panel tentatively going to review approval of their Shield blood tests to screen for colorectal cancer. That is in the distance. March 28th, it looks like it's up for review. 25.98, down $1.52. Bonds are slightly higher. Rates on the 2 year, down 8 basis points to 437. 10 year notes down 4 basis points to 388. At some point in time, people are going to realize that lowering rates right now, falling rates, not lowering rates, but falling rates right now, are happening for the wrong reason. You're not going to be pleased when you see that things are slowing down. At some point, just like the price of oil, the price of oil, oh, everybody's all excited. Heating oil is down, gasoline is down. Well, that's great until you start to realize that it's down on a lack of demand and that things are slowing more than expected. Speaking of the oil, here's the oil chart. As always, as I've said, when we get down to this area below 70, this is when you just have to hold your nose and buy. If you'll notice, for the last 3 weeks, it has bounced off the 200-week moving average, never closing below it. And now we've gone from 67. Today's high has been 75.05. I didn't notice this before because I wasn't really looking for it. I was looking at the daily and it's not as obvious. But there's a real nice channel here again. And we're getting close to breaking out of it. So we'll have to see how that goes. Those numbers at 10:30 might give us a little bit of a hint. Grains minusculely lower. As I said, oil up, heating oil up, gasoline up ever so slightly, and nat gas, the perennial bear market, is actually up 1.6 cents. As I said, the futures are all down. The dollar is slightly higher. Bitcoin up 1,240. That brings it back to the area around yesterday's high that I mentioned. Let's look at this one on a daily basis. Go to 9 months. And as you can see, bounced off that 20-day. The 5-day has turned back up. RSI, relative strength, moving back to the upside. The only fly in the ointment here is the MACD looking like it wants to roll over yet again. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Wouldn't mind seeing it close this gap between 39,650 and 4220. So, this market tends to fill those gaps. I wouldn't be surprised. And frankly, if it did that just back to the point to breakout around 39.4, it also would not disturb me at all. The bonds are higher again. Let's just take a quick look at the 10-year, since that's what everybody seems to be keying on. It looks like it's trying to break out yet again. Getting way overbought on RSI, definitely MACD rolling over, and yet it just keeps on climbing. All right, folks, that's about it. Last look at the futures. Dow implied open is down 45. S&P implied open is down 7. The NASDAQ, let's just get you a fresh quote on that one. NASDAQ looks to be down 41. I'll be back later, folks.